everyone, and welcome to another video. I am WildBabyKitten, and today we are gonna do something a bit different. I'm actually gonna make a vegan video. If you don't know, I'm vegan, so yes. And something happened that is pretty horrible, to be honest. So as you know, if you have been watching vegan creators videos in the past few days, you know that Cosmic Skeptic is no longer a vegan. So to me, this is not that surprising. I feel like I wasn't really so surprised. I think there were a lot of red flags, and he didn't really seem like he understood veganism because he was more focused on suffering than rights. And for me, I think veganism should be about animal rights. I'm not really into the whole utilitarian point of view of veganism. Yeah, that's just my view. So I'll just make a quick little video here. I recommend you watch Vegan Gaze and live stream and Laughing Vegan Logic's live stream. They're both up right now, I think. And Your Captain's video. I really think those are great. I think you should watch them. Although Vegan Gaze live stream is 6 hours, but oh well. I watched it when it was live, and then when I was tired because it was really late, I watched it all the rest the next day. So yeah. Yeah. So let's get started. Hi everyone. Recently I have noticed people wondering why I've been so inactive and wondering why I haven't uploaded any veganism related content. For quite some time now, I have been re-evaluating my ethical position on eating animals, which is something people have also noticed. But what you will not know is that I have been struggling privately to maintain a healthy plant-based diet. So this really confuses me because I don't know how you can just he has so many resources, and he has so many people he can reach out to, and he probably has a lot of money, so he can probably hire some chef to cook for him, some vegan chef, and hire a professor. And I just don't understand, because I don't think it's about probably has some health issues. I don't know a lot about health science, to be honest. I just kind of wing it, to be honest. But I'm a 17-year-old girl who lives in an institution who has autism. So for me, he's so much more privileged than me, and I've just come to the point where I've never thought, oh, I'm feeling too bad, oh, I have a headache, I should probably start eating animals again, because I don't see animal products as food. I just don't, and I just think it's something he didn't really understand veganism. I just don't view animals as food anymore. I'm not repeating myself, but I have got my blood work tested since I went vegan, and it was fine. I eat a decent diet. I think I'm not really. It could be better, but I'm just eating as healthy as I can, and I've never thought I'm feeling kind of bad right now. It's it it has to study animal products again. So I just don't understand. Like, I just think there's something fundamental that he like missed. Like, he was not like, even though he was eating a plant-based diet, I just don't think that he like grappled what like his fundamental belief of what veganism actually is about. At least what I think it's about, and everyone should is gonna agree with me. But yeah, you know, I'm just repeating myself at this point. Now let's continue. I wanted to let you know because of this, I have for some time now been consuming animal products again, primarily, but not exclusively, seafood, and experimenting with how best to integrate them into my life. Like, I just think like he used the euphemism seafood instead of fish or fishes, or sorry, instead of fishes or fish or sea animals. Like, I just think like that's the whole problem. He views animals as food. Like, he doesn't view them as individuals with having a subjective experience of life, and they want to live, and I just as worthy of not having suffering inflicted upon them, just like humans. Like, I don't, as much as humans, I just think like like it's just, yeah, I don't know what to say, and it's just honestly baffling, this. So yeah, like I just, yeah. And this primarily, but not exclusively. So that means he could also be eating some other animal products, and I think, like, he should know. Like, he's been vegan for a decent amount of time. Like, he's been vegan longer than I have yet. So it's, he must know what's going on, and I'll discuss some of his videos when I've done reading this. So, I'm interested in philosophy and never enjoyed sharing personal information about myself, but I can obviously see why this particular update is both necessary and relevant. It's not my intention to go into too much detail here, as I think that will require more space, and perhaps the video provides so that you know with more details to follow later. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. I hope he makes a video, because like it's really vague. Like, he doesn't disclose what health problems he has, like, and the fact that he just like thinks that it's because of veganism is just so stupid. Like I just think she's just bringing it out on the animals. But this gets interesting now. My opposition to factory farming remains unchanged, as do my views regarding the need to view non-human animals as morally worthy beings whose interests absolutely matter. What about the interest to life? What about that, Alex? I just, it's so annoying. However, I am no longer convinced of the appropriateness of an individual-focused boycott in response to these problems, and I'm increasingly doubtful of the practicability of maintaining a healthy plant-based diet in the long term. Again, for reasons I hope to go into more detail at a later date. That was a long sentence. But yeah, like, this is confusing. That, like, does he not think that, what's it called? does he not think the supply and demand works anymore? Like when you go in a supermarket and buy some fish or shrimp or whatever he's eating, you're obviously putting in demand. They look at, oh, we look they bought some fish, some of our fish. Let's kill even more fish. That's just how the society works. I just don't see why. Like maybe it's not because he doesn't think it works. Maybe it's because he doesn't think it's appropriate. And I just think that's really vague. Like that's kind of confusing. But like and then he says, and I'm increasingly doubtful of the practicability of maintaining a healthy plant-based diet in the long term. Again, for a reason I hope to go into more details on a later date. So yeah, like I just the science is clear. You can be healthy on a plant-based diet and you can be unhealthy on a plant-based diet. It just depends on what kind of foods you eat. Like if you eat freaking, I'm gonna move my phone. If you eat freaking Beyond Burgers and vegan chicken nuggets every day, yeah, sure, you're gonna feel like shit. But if you eat things like whole grains, like just like whole plant foods, like I try to eat as whole food plant-based as I possibly can. I always have to eat some processed stuff, but like again, I'm not the healthiest person, like but that's how it is. But like I just don't I'm just not convinced. Like it's and practicability doesn't mean that you're able to put. That doesn't mean that it's like practical. Like look at the definition here. As far as possible, as practicable. Like practical just means that you're able to do something. Like you're able to put something into action. It doesn't mean that it's convenient or like it just means like doable. So like you can watch Mike the Vegan's video on the definition, so to get more clearance. I'm just gonna focus this on this. So yeah, but like I just don't understand. Like it's so vague. I just think it's like it's completely lost his grab on veganism. But let's continue. At the very least, even if I'm off base and totally mistaken in my assessments, I do not wish to see people consuming a diet on my account. I have been unable to keep that diet myself, even if I'm making a mistake. In other words, I want to make it known that I have made it. Like why didn't you just reach out to some dietitian like Nutriol or like I don't know a lot, but like why don't you just reach out to one of the like people who actually know about how to eat a plant-based diet? Like it's much easier for him to do that like than me, because I have a small account of like 8 followers or 9 followers, I think, can't really remember, but yeah. So yeah, but like I don't think on like consuming a diet on my account, this shouldn't be, no one should like be vegan because of some influencers. They should, for some accounts on influencer, they should be vegan for the animals or the environment. Like I just don't really get. I just think his wording is very confusing. I imagine that the reasons to this will vary, and I understand why this might come as a huge disappointment to some of my followers, and I'm truly sorry, for I'm so regularly and at times perhaps too unforgivingly advocated for a behavior that I have been unable to maintain. yeah, I just wait. I need to. I'm just like I just saw the red flag. I saw his video on that animals don't have a right to life because they die in crop fields. Like humans die in crop fields. Like I heard a story of some farmer that run off his kid with a tractor. Like it's what happens. Like you just I just think like, oh, then now because we can just go kill some people and eat them because someone and eat them because humans die in crop fields, so it's better that like I just don't I and like his whole conversation with Mikhail Peterson, like I didn't watch it because I didn't follow him because I didn't really like his idea of view of veganism, but like he didn't defend the animals properly. And it's Michaela Peterson. Like I don't know a lot about her, but she doesn't. She should be very easy for debunk with someone who is so smart like Alex. Like I just don't really get it. Let's continue. I've changed my mind and behavior is probably on great many things before, but this feels the most difficult to address by light margin. Probably because it's you. It's you. I think deep down he actually knows that it's wrong. I think most people deep down they know that eating animal products is wrong. They just don't want to admit it to themselves. So I think that's why it's difficult. But yeah, I did not want to speak about it until I was sure that I could. I did not want to speak about it until I was sure I could make it practically work. Like this again, like all the things I said before, I don't see why it should be so hard, especially for someone who is this large platform and can literally reach out to anyone. Like I just don't understand. Like probably not anyone, but you know what I mean. Some of you will not care. Some may understand. Some may be angry, and others upset. Naturally, this is quite embarrassing, humbling moment. So understand and accept that there will be some "I told you so's." Yeah. Obviously, people are gonna have different opinions. Like I just I told you so. It's like who is gonna say that? Like the mediators? I don't understand. I changed my mind and behaviors hopefully on great many things before. No, I have read that. Sorry. Whatever the case, please know that this experience have inspired a deep reflection, and that I will be duly careful in the future regarding my forthrightness of my convictions. Yeah, I don't I don't see why that like should help. Like you can say, oh, I just murdered my sibling, or I just murdered my entire family, but just know that it caused a deep self-reflection. That doesn't matter because what you're doing is still horrible. Like it's still painful for animals to have their throats slit and putting in gas chamber. Like I don't see. I don't think that changes anything. I'm especially sorry to those who are now vegan activists on account of my content, and hope that they will know I'll still effort you to bring up the end of factory farming. Like what is this factory farming? Like even if I didn't really address that before, sorry, but like the reason we have factory farming is because of the fundamental belief we have that animals are food and that we need to consume all these animal parts. Like people eat so many animal parts that they eat meat with every single meal that they have. Like of course we need like more planet Earths if we're gonna feed our the grass fed like free range animals, which for the most part not even free range. Like you can like they're not roaming around, they're still exploited. So yeah, I don't yeah like I get why he's sorry, but why should not be sorry to the vegan activists? Like I think you should be sorry to the animals. Like I just think he needs to pull himself together. To them and to everyone else, I appreciate your viewership engagement always, as well as your feedback and criticism. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about that. So yeah, I don't know what to say. This is disappointing. Like I saw the red flags, but yeah, it's still it's always disappointing when especially with him, because like he was actually an activist and like he was vegan for the animals, not just for health reasons. And like I just think his heart wasn't fully there. And yeah, but yeah, I think I'm just tired of reading all this bullshit now, so I'm gonna end it here. And please feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments, and if you have any, like this video if you enjoyed it, and follow, subscribe if you want to see more vegan content. This will not I promise this is not gonna be my last video on veganism. Yeah, so I think yeah, so yeah, and check out my social media accounts, link will be down below. And that's it for today, and I'll see you in next video, hopefully. Bye.